Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alex here. In today's video we're talking about interviews for Etihad Airways, Qatar and Emirates, and what we are talking about specifically is the presentation, the way you should dress at those interviews. What exactly should you wear in order to succeed in those interviews? Now, I obviously touched on this subject in a couple of previous videos, but in this video we're gonna go more in depth into what exactly you should wear. So this will be the definitive video when it comes to airline interviews. Now this will actually apply for mostly Middle Eastern interviews, but not only. The advice I will give you here can translate into more airlines. All right, so let's begin. As you guys can see, this is the textbook requirement for those airlines. This is what it's required. This is how you should look. It is very important to look fresh and clean. It is very important to look professional. It is very important to take a proper shower before of those interviews. And I kid you not, many of those interviews, they take quite a long time, from morning until the evening time. It is a full day of waiting, nerves, being stressed about it, and wondering if you will take the interview or not. We'll start with the hair. How should your hair be at those interviews? So we can see right here the way it looks both for female and for male, and this is a presentation from actually the website of Emirates Airlines. So I'd say this is a pretty accurate presentation. We can see the lady's hair is properly tied, the hairspray is on, and there is no baby hairs, which is very important. And same as the male hair, it is very nicely trimmed, it's styled. It is probably a hair gel or cream used in combination with hairspray. So there's a few caveats when it comes to hair. Ladies, you shouldn't have a high bun. You should have a low bun, right? You should have a low bun. Surely, no ponytails. If you think you can rock a ponytail at those interviews, you should reconsider, because you cannot really. Ideally, don't wear a hairnet, but if there's no other choice and the hair is too rebel and it's hard to keep, you can wear a hairnet. Just make sure it's the same color as your hair, so it's basically invisible. Can you do a French twist at those interviews? Well, preferably not, but if you are rocking a French twist as a girl regularly and it looks good on you, you can actually use that in an interview. Now, it may be a bit too flashy for those interviews, but use your own judgment. A very important point here is no baby hair, right? No rebel hairs on the side and up top, as I have here rebel hair at the moment. No rebel hairs during the interview. What does that mean? Plenty of use of hairspray. You have to use whatever cream you're using or gel for the hair, and plenty of use hairspray. Now, in case of the guy, I would say the same thing applies. Plenty of use of hairspray, office style hair on the side preferably. You can have a sleek back hair, you can have a comb over, you can have many styles here, but the most important, it is not to be too long, to be neatly trimmed, to be combed, and to look good. You know, you have a clear example here. You know, my pictures on Instagram as well, while I'm dressed in the uniform, you can use those as a reference. And also many people, they have different types of hair. You have curly hair, you have spiky hair. Consider that, make sure you look professional. That's all I can say in this regard. You can also rock a buzz cut, basically short hair close to zero all over your head. If that looks good on you, and especially if you are starting to bald, right? If you have bald spots or so on and so forth, you can be bald, or not exactly bald, but +1, right? So just a bit of hair. That's fine. You can go like that in an interview. That's perfectly fine, especially if it looks good on you. Now I have to go back to the ladies. Many of those jackets will be maybe shorter sleeve or so on and so forth. In any case, just make sure you don't have hair on your arms. The tolerance for airlines when it comes to hair on your arms as a female is 0. You should not have hair on your arms. This is the way it is. This is what it is. Listen to me, shave your hair, and good luck. I have some notes over here for other things. When it comes to other facial features, for males, clean shaven is preferred. I know in Etihad Airways, for example, you can wear a beard as a cabin crew. If you're just applying to get a job, I recommend to be clean shaven. Clean shaven. This is what I recommend. Even for Etihad, it is better again to be clean shaven, ladies and gents. Now, same applies for the lady, no facial hair whatsoever, please. Alright. When it comes to piercings and other things of this nature, you cannot have piercings both as a male and as a lady. You can only have earrings as a lady, and they should be like the pearly whites, right? Those are the most common in those interviews because those are the most common as a cabin crew. This is what you will wear. Pearl type of earrings, usually a light color, right? A white or, baby white, I don't know. Those kind of colors are preferred. And listen to those small tips in this picture. Neatly tied back hair, neatly presented hair in case of the man, clean shaven in case of the man, full makeup on the lady. Now, when it comes to makeup, we have to start the conversation for the female. Obviously, for the male, it's gonna be no makeup, right? Zero makeup for guys. If you are having a makeup in your interview day, you might be dinged, you might be eliminated because of that. So no makeup, please, for guys. But for the ladies, a professional makeup is preferred. Simple office style. You have to use the basics only. What does that mean? You have to use foundation and powder. You have to use mascara and you have to use lipstick, right? Those are the basics. Many times, if you go to an Emirates interview, obviously a red lipstick is preferred. Maybe if you go to a Qatar or Etihad, a burgundy type of lipstick is preferred. Like, you have to play it smart, ladies. You have to look at the airline you're applying for and play it smart. If you can do that, you can actually increase your chances. Play it smart. Now, one thing I noticed with the ladies when it comes to makeup, it is very trendy nowadays to want to make your lips appear bigger. So then you put your lipstick more around the contour of your lips. You exceed the contour of your lips just to make your lips appear bigger. Now, as a guy, I always notice this when it comes to ladies. Like, we see this, we see through this. Please do not do this in your interviews. Be as natural as possible. If your lips are smaller, that's completely fine. That's okay. That's natural and it's part of your natural beauty as well. Be proud of that and respect the contour of your lips when it comes to applying lipstick. That's what the recruiters actually want to see. Natural beauty for the most part. Don't do any of those weird smoky eyes kind of situations. I wouldn't say it's very professional. We're not going to dance in a club. We are going for an airline interview, right? So we have to be professional when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to nails, for the males, the nails should be neatly trimmed and cut. No dirty nails, please. For females, it should be a clean and natural shape of the nails, right? No long, crazy nails, please, and no pointy nails. That will probably get you eliminated if you go like that, right? Again, we're not going to a nightclub, we're going to an airline interview. It is very important to look professional, right? Neutral colors are preferred for the ladies' nails, like baby blue, baby pink, those kind of things, white, right? Like a pale white. All right. Now we have covered basically the facial features and the grooming features. Now let's take a look at the actual attire itself. How should the attire be? Well, mainly it's very simplistic, right? It's very simple. It should be a black suit and a white shirt. Those are the basics, along with, of course, black shoes, polished. Now, for females, we can see even in this picture right here. So you can rock one of those jackets, a white shirt and a skirt, of course. And the main focus will be on the skirt. It should always be at knee level or below the knee level. It should never be above the knee level. Again, we're not going to a nightclub, ladies and gents. We are going to an airline interview. So Be mindful, be considerate, be decent. Decency nowadays is very overrated, but it is the most important. So be decent when it comes to your attire. Make sure it is fitted properly. I don't want to see baggy suits, baggy oversized suits, and I don't want to see short suits that you cannot move. You cannot move in those suits. No, they should be fitted properly, ideally at a tailor. So if you have a chance to go to a tailor, go to a tailor to tailor your suit, both for females and males. Now you can see in a male kind of suit, there is actually the pants, the jacket, the shirt, and the tie. You will wear your tie. It should be a dark color tie, or sometimes you can add a bit of color. That's also fine in my humble opinion. It brings a bit of life to the attire. Mostly people will wear a black tie, but you can bring a bit of color. Ladies and gents, this is the tie I succeeded with in my own interview, right? This is what I had. Also a good tie would be this one. This is what I wear nowadays, sometimes in the office or something. It's also a good tie. There's no right or wrong answers. If you want to not risk it, you just go with the black tie. Otherwise, you can put some color onto your attire. When it comes to ladies, please no tie, no bow ties. Just keep it simple, as in those pictures. And also for ladies, you will have something called tights, right? Tights? Is it called tights? Anyways, you know what I mean. They're like stockings. They go all the way, and it is important to not show your bare skin, basically. So keep that in mind. Wear those as well. Now, when it comes to shoes, for both male and female, it should be black shoes. For female, it should be simple black mid-level or low high heels. This is what you should be looking for. We don't want high heels, we want mid or low heels, right? Also, we don't want a pointy shoe, we want a natural shape of shoe that's applicable for both male and female. For males, black shoes, try to stay out of the whole pattern thing. Just go with a simple black shoe, polished, of course, and you should be fine. Leather, of course. Other things to consider. I'm talking too much in this video, but I hope you guys appreciate those types of advices. Other things to consider will be both of you, male and female, you should wear a watch, right? So a watch is very important, and I do not recommend a smartwatch. I recommend a classy looking watch, either with a leather strap or a metallic strap. Also, please do not wear oversized watches. They're very trendy nowadays. Just wear a medium-sized watch. It should cover your wrist with some spare room, right? You don't want a watch that's larger than your wrist. Please be mindful of that. Also, take care of the color. Preferably, the watch should be like silver or a light color, or of course, silver with the black dial, stuff like that. That's fine. Don't go too crazy on the colorful watches. Don't wear a G-Shock, please. Wear a dress watch. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just wear a Casio. Okay, I'll show you right here. Okay, as a guy, this is what I wear at work, and this is the type of thing you should wear in your interviews, right? Okay, so take a look at those watches. Those are perfect for interviews. Now, this one, I actually wear it with my Etihad brown uniform. I would say it's not so preferred with a black suit, so maybe this one not really. But look at this simple Casio watch. This is maybe $12. This is a very cheap watch, but it's not too big. It's classy. It looks nice. And let me put it on my wrist. Look at it, the way it looks like. It's perfect. It is perfect, ladies and gents. This is how a dress watch should look. It's fitted on my wrist. It's not too loose. You can see it's a metallic band and a metallic watch and a black dial, and it looks amazing. This coupled with a suit, absolutely brilliant. And nobody knows it's $12 and nobody cares. It just has to look overall good. Same thing applies for ladies. Ladies maybe go for even a smaller watch, a smaller wristwatch, because generally speaking your wrists are smaller and it's more beautiful, it's more professional. Another thing to consider would be applying perfume, right? Applying your fragrance. Which type of fragrance you should use? Well, ladies and gents, it's up to your own judgment, but try to use something that's not overpowering. Try to use something that, you know, when you walk past people, it would be nice and they will like it and feel fresh about it. Don't try to go for a heavy scent, right? Try to go for something light. Try to go for something that generally people like, right? That's very important. Maybe 3 or 4 puffs. Don't drench yourself in perfume. So yeah, ladies and gents, this is what you should wear on those airline interviews, be it an open day, assessment day. It is a day in which you will go and present yourself over there. So presentation is very important. Presentation is very important. Along with this, I would say, of course, deodorant, body smells. I don't have to say anything here. It should be a given. Be careful of your own hygiene, especially on those interviews. It is very, very important. Your likelihood of succeeding in those interviews goes hand in hand with your presentation. All right, if you have any doubts, please post them in the comment section down below. If you had passed in those interviews and you see people asking questions down below in the comment section, feel free to reply, create a small community in the comment section and help each other out just in case. Because many times I don't have time to answer all of your questions, but nevertheless, I will try to answer as many as possible. More Q&As coming maybe on the channel. All right, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.